Once upon a time, in a small meadow nestled amidst a vast forest, there lived an ant named Andy and a grasshopper named Greg. Andy, known for his diligent nature, spent his days tirelessly collecting and storing food for the winter. He believed in the importance of preparation and hard work. On the other hand, Greg, the carefree grasshopper, spent his days singing and enjoying the warmth of the sun, never giving much thought to the future. As the summer days rolled on, the meadow flourished with colorful flowers, and the air was filled with the sweet melodies of birds. Andy would scurry about, diligently gathering grains and seeds, while Greg would hop and chirp joyfully, indulging in his musical pursuits. Often, Greg would pass by Andy, teasing him for his never-ending toil. "Hello, Andy," Greg would call out. "Why do you work so hard? The meadow is abundant with food and the sun is shining brightly. Come, join me in the celebration of life." Andy, focused on his task, replied, "I appreciate your invitation, Greg, but winter will soon be upon us. We must gather enough food to survive the cold and barren days ahead." Greg laughed, shaking his head. "Oh, Andy, you worry too much. Winter is far away. There's plenty of time for us to enjoy the warmth and feast on nature's bounty. Let's live in the present and have some fun." Andy understood Greg's desire for enjoyment, but he knew the importance of planning and foresight. So he continued his work, tirelessly collecting and storing food, while Greg hopped and danced in carefree abandon. As the days grew shorter and the air turned crisp, a chill enveloped the meadow. The once lush green grass faded, and the birds started their migration to warmer lands. Winter had arrived, and with it, scarcity and bitter cold. Andy, snug and warm in his cozy underground chamber, had plenty of food to sustain him. His provisions, gathered during the summer, filled his tiny abode, providing him security and comfort. Meanwhile, Greg, now gaunt and weak, found himself wandering the frozen meadow, desperately searching for food. One freezing day, Greg stumbled upon Andy's chamber and knocked on the door, his feeble voice echoing in the silence. Andy, recognizing his old friend's voice, opened the door and saw Greg, shivering and on the brink of collapse. "Andy," Greg pleaded, his voice barely a whisper, "I was foolish, and now I am paying the price for my carelessness. I am hungry and cold. Please, can you spare some food?" Andy's heart softened as he looked at Greg's pitiful state. He knew he had warned him about the impending winter, but he couldn't bear to see his friend suffer. "I am sorry, Greg," Andy said with empathy. "I tried to make you understand the importance of preparing for the future. However, I can't let you starve. Take what you need, but remember this lesson." With gratitude in his eyes, Greg accepted the food offered by Andy. The warmth and sustenance rejuvenated him, and he felt a newfound appreciation for his friend's wisdom and hard work. From that day forward, Greg changed his ways. He realized the significance of planning and preparation. No longer did he mock Andy's diligent efforts. Instead, he started to help him gather food for the upcoming winters. Greg's joyful melodies became a source of inspiration for Andy, creating a harmonious partnership between the two. As spring arrived, the meadow blossomed with life once again. The birds returned, filling the air with their melodic symphony. Andy and Greg stood side